Greetings, it's Mike from Balance Release, here with another stretching sequence. This one is more of a full body flow, which would be perfect for first thing in the morning to start off your day on the right track, or right after work to relieve the stresses of the day. With that, grab your mat and let's get started. From a seated position, let's start by rolling our head back to the left and around, back to the left and around, and then reverse it, forward to the left and around, forward to the left and around. From there, let's do some shoulder shrugs, up, back, and around, and then reverse it, back, front, and around. From there, we'll raise our hands over our head and do a side stretch. First to the left, drop your hand to the mat, right hand over your head. Feel a nice long stretch in the side of your body. Hold that for a few seconds anyways. From there, straight up, and then to the other side. Drop your right hand to the mat, left hand over your head, and lean, keeping your sit bones still on the mat. Feel a real nice stretch along the side of your body. Hands straight up. Now we're going to come to the back of the mat, hands up, down into a child's pose, hands straight out in front of you, and then up, arch your back and look up, then back into a puppy pose, then down and arch, look back. We'll do a couple of these to kind of get the body warmed up, get a little bit of blood flowing. Arch, looking up. All the way back down to puppy pose. Looking up, back into puppy pose. From here to a tabletop. You're going to stretch the front right hand out and the left leg back. Bring the hand to the elbow or to the shoulder and a few rotations. Forward and around, and then backwards and around. Again, just getting some blood flowing into that shoulder. Drop your hand to the mat, and then same thing on the back leg. Just kind of rotate it around, out, front, and around to the back, and then back, front, and around. A few of these rolls, just again, get some blood flowing into the leg. From here, take your right hand and grab your left ankle. Raise it up as high as you can. Feel a nice stretch in the quadricep. This one takes a little bit of balance, a little tough to do, but once you get it, it feels real good. From there, drop your hand back to the mat, your knee back to the mat, fall back into a puppy pose, hold that for just a second, then we'll flip it around to the other side. Come up, stretch your right leg straight out and your left arm straight out. Do a couple circles with your elbow, back the other way, hand on the shoulder, a few rolls there. Drop your hand to the mat, and then with your right leg, a few circles there. Round back and down, round back and down. And then back the other way, back, around and down, back and around and down. Should feel good with a little bit of that blood flowing into your legs. Then grab your right ankle with your left hand and pull it up as high as you can. Feel that nice stretch in the quadricep. Keep your balance there. Knees down, hands down. fall back into that puppy pose again. Should be able to go a little deeper this time after those stretches. Now from here, take your right hand up to the sky and then cross it underneath your body onto the ground, forehead straight on the ground and your left arm straight out. Should feel a nice stretch in that tricep as well as the shoulder. Try and keep your shoulders straightened up. From here, we'll go to the other side. Down again to that puppy pose. Up. Take your left hand up to the sky and then across to the right. Across your body. Forehead straight down onto the mat. Right hand out straight. Again, try and keep your shoulders kind of squared up a little bit. Then you'll feel a really nice stretch in that tricep. Alright, from here come out of it. Alright, again back into the puppy pose. Stretch it out for a little bit. After that stretch, you should be able to go a little bit deeper. Maybe look up to get a better stretch. Tabletop on all fours. Do a little cat-cow. Bending down, and then arch your back, looking down. Bend your belly down and look up. And cow. And then up into a cat. Your back arched, looking down. Do a couple of these here first before we start going, holding it a little longer for a stretch. Cat position. Let's hold that for a few seconds. Feel a nice stretch in your back as it rotates. Now look up to the cow position. All right, from here we'll go into an upward facing dog. Arms straight. Or a cobra if you need to, with the upward facing dog, and then back into a downward facing dog. Let's try and walk that out for a little bit of while. Get a little bit of blood flowing into your muscles before we stretch them. Maybe they're a little tight from being in that puppy pose for a while. So walk them out, blood flowing. Here, we're going to take that right foot and cross it over to the left foot and keep that left leg straight. So you should feel a nice stretch in that calf, that hamstring, dropping your heel down as far as you can on the mat. Again, you have that right foot crossing over it, so it's not really doing much there. But should feel good. This is one of my favorite exercises. Reach back around. This time put your left leg over your right. And let your right leg get a nice long stretch. And after a nice long run, this is just a great one. Get that hamstring and that calf muscle nice and stretched out. Come back, walk out that downward facing dog a little bit, and then drop both heels as far as they can to the mat. should be able to get pretty far after stretching one of them at a time. This is a relaxing pose. At least it's supposed to be. Alright, from here, stand straight up, facing forward on your mat. Shake out a little bit, hands above your head, and then down for a forward fold, up halfway, down, up halfway. Do a couple of these here just to kind of get the blood flowing before we stay in our forward fold, and then we'll hold it for a little while. There we go, let's hold it. If you can get your fingers around your toes, that'd be nice. If that's not for you right now, you just come down to your knees, that's fine too. Do what feels good for you. I'm going to hold this for a second. Now we're going to take our right arm and hold it straight up, and then we're going to do a couple rotations there. Get the blood flowing into the shoulder a little bit, around, and then hold the right arm up to the sky. Bending your left knee, you get another good stretch on the whole right back leg. Now flip the other way, bending your right knee, left leg straight, and then rotating your left arm around in a big windmill. And then we're going to hold that left arm straight up to the sky. Again, we're going to get a nice stretch on that left leg. Feel good after that one-legged down dog, and get a nice stretch on the shoulder as well. All right, back into your forward fold. Come straight up. Little sun salutation, if you like. Stretch yourself out a little bit. Hands together and back. Hold that for a second. Here we're going to step our left leg forward, bend the knee a little bit, and right leg straight in the back into a friendly warrior one position. Arms straight out, facing forward over that left bend knee, and we'll come into a warrior two position. Your left hand out, your right back, and then into a friendly warrior with your left hand up over your head. Again, dropping your right arm down to down along your leg. I really like this position. This one gives a nice full body stretch. Into a triangle pose, dropping that left arm down to your ankle with your right arm over your head, pointing forward. Again, triangle pose is always tough for me. I have a lot of trouble with flexibility on this one, but it's a great exercise to get a good stretch in the groin area. All right, now come back up. Left leg bend. Flip around here for a second. Now we're going to do a wide-legged forward fold. Hands to each foot with your legs, with your feet a little larger than shoulder length apart. Hold this for a second. Head comes by to say hello. How's it going there, buddy? Good to see you. All right. Stop to pet him a little bit, and then we'll go over to the right with both hands to your right foot. And to the other side. To your left foot with both hands. Should get a nice stretch in the groin muscle here as well. Looks like head's going to hang out a little while. Check it out. Alright, back to center. Put your hands to the center of the mat, straight down. Should get a nice long, good stretch here. Wide-legged forward folds, stand straight up. This time, look to your right with your right knee bent and your left leg straight. Back into friendly warrior. With your right arm up over your head, and drop your left arm towards the knee, straight knee in the back. Again, I love this stretch. Straight out, and then into a triangle pose. This one, not exactly my favorite, but I think it's a great stretch, so I'll keep doing it. The right arm to the right ankle, left arm with the head. Come back up, legs still wide apart. Sun salutation again. Reach your bank back. Look up to the sky. Hold it. And stretch on the full front of your body. And then back to a forward fold. Hold that forward fold for a little bit. Again, if you can. Put your hand underneath your toes. Pull yourself down, and if you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay. Gonna get a good nice stretch in the back of the hamstring. Alright, from here, I'm gonna drop back down into a plank position, and then up into a downward facing dog. Walk that out a little bit. We'll hold that for a second. Drop your heels as close as I can to the mat. Head hanging out there in the background. Enjoying life on this fall day. Alright, from here we're going to take our right leg forward, bend it into a pigeon pose. Again, with the left leg straight in the back, front one crossed over in front. I have a ton of problems with this one. As a biker, I have a really tight IT band, and I have trouble holding this one, but it's a great stretch. After I'm done with it, I'm glad I did. You'll lean the body forward, elbows down to the mat, and feel that nice stretch in that IT band. Hold that for as long as you can here. Alright, up, back into a downward facing dog. We'll hold that. Walk it out a little bit, and then getting ready to do to the other side. We'll take the left leg forward and cross it over. Pigeon pose. Your elbows down to the mat, your chest down as close as you can to that knee. Goodness, that one's over. Come out of it. Downward facing dog. Drop to our knees. Back into a child's pose. Hold this for a few minutes. This is a nice relaxing one of my favorite ones as well. Feel your arms stretch out in front of you. Relax for a second. If you like, drop your glutes down to your feet and rest. From here, we'll sit down on the mat, legs crossed, hands overhead. Nice stretch in prayer position. And bring your hands down to your third eye chakra, right in between your eyes. Hold. Make sure you breathe. Then bring it down to your chest, thanking yourself for your practice. Bowing down. And from here, say hi to Ed as he comes over. See if Ed wants to hang out as we take a few seconds of meditation. There you go. Take our thumb and our forefinger together. Rest them on your knees. Close your eyes and we'll take a short breathing exercise in through the nose, counting up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do this on your own for a little while with your eyes closed and empty your mind. Okay, if that feels good, feel free to pause the video and stay seated and enjoy it. At that point, let's raise your hands over your head and thank yourself for the practice. Namaste.